When was the last time somebody drank your juice?
It's been a minute. You
got to get back on the fucking horse.
I really do need to.
You need to drink their juice, and I need to drink your juice.
I'm afraid. I'm
My
afraid.
cheeks hurt.
What are you afraid of?
I don't know. I've gotten to a place where I feel a little afraid of dating now because I haven't dated since November. And everything has been pretty calm. I mean, until a couple weeks ago.
You've been on some dates. You just haven't
I've been on a couple dates. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well,
you've been on dates.
I'll go on one or two, and then this is
Do
real.
you show them your titty, anything? On the first date, second date?
I don't just show
You
it.
either go for fucking the home run or nothing.
Honestly, my thing is they can touch whatever, but once I'm naked, I'm going to fuck them. You can't get naked and not have sex.
How bullshit. Do you ever date somebody in the first date, they play games with you?
What do you mean?
I'm sucking your dick, but I won't fuck you. Listen.
I won't do that. See, I won't do that.
I got an episode of Law and Order coming on in 35 minutes. Either you suck this mule or you can vamos.
I had a girl come over, took her shirt off, stayed the night, sucked it, but wouldn't take her. She slept in her jeans.
What? Yeah. Was she on her period?
I don't know.
Did you ask?
No.
Did you touch?
I over the jeans, but yeah, she wouldn't take her jeans off.
Why didn't you take them off?
Cock? What would you do if she had a big black cock?
Joey.
After she sucked your cock, what would you do?
It'd be surprising since she was white with red hair, but
you'd be spitting up a storm for a week. You understand?
No way. Wait, but did you ask her to take her pants off or try?
she said she wasn't comfortable yet, but she came over at midnight
and she
for
took
the first date. So
she came at midnight for the first date?
Yeah.
See, I've never done that.
Bro, this fucking guy meets chicks on Tinder and they turn him down. One wanted to take it slow. When he called me next day, he goes, "You met her on Tinder, but she wanted to take it slow."
Yeah, they all say that. They're all liars.
That's right.
Sometimes they mean it.
No, they don't.
I mean it when I say it.
No, you don't. I saw you on Tinder.
What? I'm on Tinder.
I did.
I'm back on Tinder. But I don't fuck. I don't like just have sex. Here's the problem. I'm like really sexual, but I'm really picky. So I don't get naked with them till I'm sure that I want to like date them. But once I'm naked, we're fucking. There's no in between for me. There's no no stop at third base.
Yeah,
it's a home run.
Why fucking why blue ball me to death? You already took your clothes off.
Yeah, but lately it's happened twice that I've met great guys, and like when they're into me, I panic, and I like run away because I'm afraid that I'm gonna fuck up their life somehow. That's really true. Like I'm afraid that
you probably will if you're that afraid. But what are you really afraid of? That you might cheat on them? That you might?
No, I've never cheated.
Something awkward? I mean, what are you really afraid of?
I think what it really is, honestly, is that I broke my ex-husband's heart so bad that I think I'm just scared of doing that to someone else.
But listen, how many times have these idiots broke your fucking heart?
So many times. And
All right, then.
But I think
get on the horse again.
I think that's the whole reason. Like you were giving me shit about the guys that I pick, and you're right. But I think the reason is like on some level, I think it's because I know if anyone gets hurt, it'll be me, which is stupid. I'm trying to fix it. But that's why I haven't dated since November, and since the last thing was kind of traumatic, and I just haven't really got back out there. I've been on like 3 dates.
I've dated two girls in my life. I've dated two girls who were promiscuous. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about it because I've never talked about this before on a podcast. Because it bothers me how I feel about this. I was raised Catholic. And I was raised in a very special place. You know, I know girls who have been with two guys because I've known them since they were 10. I know a girl that's been with the same guy from fucking high school.
Yeah, me too.
But most of the girls that I grew up with are with two-guy girls.
Yeah.
They fucked the guy in high school. He took their virginity. They left him when they threw the football at him. And then they hooked up with another guy, and now they've been married for 28 fucking years.
Well, that's how I was. I was a virgin
so
when I got married.
Never understood. I didn't really know the game until I met a stripper, and I started dating the stripper.
Yeah.
Who was just very, very, I love her dearly, we're still friends.
Yeah.
But she's very bad news. And I would look at her naked, and I remember there were some nights that I would feel bad for her because I didn't understand if she knew how beautiful she was and how special her body was.
I'm sure she didn't.
When a girl comes to me and says, "Can I talk to you about something? I had sex with the guy at work." We giggle, we have a laugh, but inside my heart breaks. Because somewhere there's a guy that got the best out of you. Yeah, but I masturbated in front of him and he ate my butt. That's all great. But somewhere there's a guy with a story. Somewhere.
That's why I don't ever. I totally agree with you.
A story.
That's why I'm always afraid to.
I've always wanted women to have a little bit more respect for themselves because somewhere there's a fucking slob like me.
You're
with
not.
A story. I could not live with that if I was a woman.
I know what you mean.
I could not live with that.
I know
if
what you
I
mean.
gave this
I mean, I have
beautiful,
obviously left some
this
stories.
beautiful little fucking pussy between my legs that was that good, that made a man feel that good, I'd be so fucking selective. And the main thing would be because I don't want a motherfucker to have a story about me.
Well, I'm that way with like comedy club employees, people. I'm that way on the road. Like, I don't want anybody to have a story. That's why I never go out with like, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, I never really go out with like fans after shows and stuff because I just know I don't want something like that to be left behind. I mean, obviously.
And you will. Listen,
it's
we're
happened.
all natural.
Yeah, it's happened.
We're human.
Yeah.
We make mistakes. I have a dear friend who's solid as a comic, and she told me when she first started, she took a guy home, and she really enjoyed him. They said friends for her, but it became uncomfortable for her. She couldn't do it anymore. She didn't get into comedy to do that. You know, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I just thought that, you know, I have a daughter now. Nobody loves pussy more than me. I love eating it, putting cocaine on it, eating your ass. You know, just it's. But I've always. One day we were having a joke, and Joe Rogan goes, "Anybody you ever date killed themselves?" And I said it serious. I go, "They should. If you suck my dick, you should fucking kill yourself."
No, stop.
I can't imagine sucking my fat dick and seeing that one ball that's fucking my balls.
Your balls are huge.
My balls are like. What's his name?
Saucers.
They look like, you know, like the Marty Feldman eyes.
I know what they look
They
like.
look horrible. I feel bad for, and I'm not saying this as a joke. Like, I feel bad if you got drunk one night and we hooked up. Like today, I think about you and I'm like,
oh,
like,
stop.
What are you
no, you
thinking?
don't.
Yes, I do.
But you were like an animal. It sounds like you were great.
It doesn't matter what I was, an animal.
You shouldn't feel
or what
bad.
I was. It's the truth, though. These women are married to a nice guy now, and they have kids. And one night when they're holding their kid, they're looking through Netflix, and there's a picture of me talking about stupidity, and they got to go back and go, fuck, I sucked this dick in a bathroom once at a bar.
But you know what? I'll bet they hold that memory in a happy place.
No, they don't. I wouldn't hold that fucking memory in a happy place.
There's no guy I've ever slept with. There's one or two that I regret, but they're ones that I actually dated. But there's never been a guy that I did have that kind of a circumstance with where it was like a fling or like a one night thing that I regretted because it's happened so rarely that in my mind, they're kind of like a fun, exciting, like, wow, that's rare for me. So it's a cool memory. Even if I threw up on him or something bad happened, it's still in my head like a fun, that story that I have.
I had a friend in Seattle, a comic friend. She doesn't do comedy no more. We were open micers together. I never fooled around with her, nothing. I liked her. She drove to gigs. She was really cool with us.
Yeah.
She always brought weed. And I remember one morning, she went on a Kate rampage. We were talking about something, and she's like, I got to tell you what happened last night. We were on Alki Beach.
Okay.
I'll never forget this. We were on Alki, and there was an Alki breakfast spot where I used to see Eddie Vedder.
Oh, wow.
Eddie Vedder would eat there from time to time. This is 95. This is 20, whatever years ago, 30 years ago. And I'll never forget her telling me this story once. And this is when I wasn't ready for this shit, these kind of stories from women.
Yeah.
And I go, what'd you end up doing the other night? Because we used to go to a bar on Monday nights. There was the Seattle Comedy Underground. And then half of us would go to a bar in the artistic area. And there would be go-go dancers and cages and shit. And she was pretty hot. She was cute. She was hot. She was just young. And I always thought she had it together. Until this one morning that we were talking, and I go to her, what happened to you that night? Like, I hadn't seen her in like 5 days. I go, hey, we were all together. What happened to you? You left us there. And she's like, I got to tell you what happened. Oh, my God. And she went into this whole thing, how the bartender reminded her of her boyfriend in high school, and she couldn't forget about her boyfriend. And so she waited for the guy, and she asked him for his number. And then she went home, and she waited an hour and called him at 3 a.m. Went over there, and she brought a dildo and all this shit. And I'm like,
she told you all
like,
this.
she's telling me this, and my head's about to blow up.
She was like me 3 years ago.
And she goes, she brought a dildo, and the guy put the dildo in her ass, and I'm sitting there with my other buddy, and I'm just like, my other buddy's digging it, and I'm laughing along with it, but at the same time,
on the inside, you're like, oh.
This little girl doesn't know she's at 12.
Aww.
This girl doesn't know that she could move to LA right now and get on a cover of any major magazine. And listen to me, you're not going to believe the story. We sat there long enough, like we were there for and I go, where did this guy live? And she goes, it's so funny. The reason why I'm telling you the story is because he lived a couple blocks from here. And 5 minutes later, the guy walked by with a girl holding a hand, walking his dog.
Oh.
And he was really skinny. And he was, let me tell you something, I'm no fucking Omar, the fucking model. But this guy was not a good-looking guy by no means. He was skinny. He had dirty jeans on. And I'll never forget the look on her face. And I'll never
She
forget.
was embarrassed.
I don't know what year it was, and I still remember the story that I'm going to write for my daughter.
That's sad.
Because she just told us about a pretty intense sexual thing that it would have to take me a month of doing coke with you to go into. I mean, he put the dildo in her ass and taped her and took pictures of her.
Taped her?
Yeah,
tied her up?
Like taped her.
And filmed her.
Polaroid shots of her.
Oh, wow.
And now there he is walking. And let me tell you something. If you know anything about me, I got this guy's number. This is how crazy I am about that type of topic. I got his number at the bar.
Yeah.
And I would call the bar, just to fuck with him.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah. Let's say his name was Ray. I'm going, Ray, I'm looking for you, motherfucker. I'm going to break your head. And I'd hang up on him. And I found out he was a music promoter at other bars. So I got his number for his house.
I love that.
And I would torment him. The girl never knew. Nobody knew. I just knew.
That's
how
amazing.
You want me to tell you how crazy it was? I moved to L.A. and I would still call him in Seattle. Because I never
just to fuck with him.
Just to let him know I was watching him. Who the fuck is this? I got a dog. And I would just sit on the phone.
That's amazing.
How crazy I am.
I love guys like that, though.
That's how crazy, because he was such a fucking puke. And this girl didn't know what she was getting herself into. I would have fucked her and came in the mouth and ate her pussy and licked her asshole. That's one thing. He treated her like a fucking dog. I know people who treat their dog better. Shame on her for letting him do these things to her. If it's 2 PM and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?